I love campaigns. My favorite place is on the porch having a conversation with people and dreaming about a better future with them.
When we get there, it is important that we are good. We should be ethical, talented, and get the job done. That should be the brand that we should build.
Welcome and good evening, friends. Thank you again for taking the time to be here. I hope we can all learn something new, and I wish everyone luck in their hopes and dreams of serving the community in an elected capacity.
What inspired you to run for office? I was raised by parents who were actively involved in the Filipino American community, most directly when they themselves were young when they first moved out to California in the 1960s. And as a child being raised in the suburbs of Los Angeles, I saw my parents keep those ties to those Los Angeles trailblazing organizations. And also I witnessed the role that they played in building the various community organizations out in this part of Los Angeles County as the Filipino American community would access the American dream. The whys for me have always been about representation, about empowerment. I think because my experience as a son of immigrants who came to America and had to really work hard in order to earn everything that they wanted and needed. I saw that if I wanted representation, if I wanted for our community a seat at the table and a voice in the important decisions that are made in our community, then I would have to work very hard to make that happen. So the lessons I learned is that you really have to get out there and state your case and make a connection with the voters to demonstrate why it is important for them to participate in the elections in their community.
I intend to run for Maryland's 8th Congressional District in 2024. My why is we just need more representation on, I believe, in the national level, but state and local politics is even more important. However, in the national level, I hope to be a strong advocate for not only us as Filipinos, we're very important, but all minority groups and all Asians as well. And I just hope to be a stronger part of the community. And as of right now, I'm getting more involved in my local community to build my platform if I do 150% run in 2024.
As an immigrant to this country, coming here to the United States at 7 years old and being raised by a single mother with 6 kids, I mean, I know what the struggles are of our immigrant families. I know the struggles of our working families, and I've just gotten tired of people that, that come from a background of privilege and wealth making decisions about us. And that's why it's important for me to run for office, especially here in Hawaii, where 25% of the population are Filipino and Filipino Americans. Representation does matter and it's important.
I decided to consider running for office. A lot of it has to do with, again, we've heard representation is lacking on the national level. And my biggest passion is in healthcare. Many of us are in the healthcare field and underrepresented in the voices being heard on many different policies related to healthcare. And so with almost 400,000 Filipinos in LA County, I'm very interested in increasing that voice and representation for my community.
It's really important that I run there just because we have a 33% Asian American population. And I would really be the first Asian American to even run for office there in over 2 decades. And so also the first Filipino American to run ever. Now I'm here, I'm really looking forward to really accomplishing that, hopefully.
Like, what motivated you in making that decision in your journey?
It wasn't just not being at the table, but as our community was paying the price for not having representation. There's a purpose, in having representation, so that people will see that we're equals to them, and that we're not subhuman, we're not inferior, and that we're deserving of having equal representation and a part in the decision making that affects our communities and our nation.
How do you keep true to your word in terms of what you campaigned and ran for, and staying true to your own self?
If anything, people appreciate a listener, and not just a talker. But then after you listen, I think it's important to be responsive you know, and offer up your thoughts. I take public service real serious. Like I'm sure anyone else takes serious their career, their passion. I encourage folks to see public service as a way to really live deeply and meaningfully and impactfully. I think it's very possible. I encourage every single one of you to run and keep running and govern and do right by the people, serve the people.